Today I'm going to be showing you how to install these slider weights into your GY6 scooter. This is a 50cc TaoTao Magic. It has the 50cc GY6 engine. These, got them off Amazon. They're super cheap. Now these are, I don't even know how to pronounce this brand, but we buy a lot of it because it works. Glixel. Right now, what we have in the scooter are 6.5 gram roller weights. What we're gonna end up doing is going to get a test run to see the top speed of these, and then we're gonna toss these in and see what the difference is. Now, these are 9 gram slider weights. They are different. I was wrong in the last video that we made. I said that if you put slider weights in, the weight that you bought, you should subtract a gram, but it's actually add a gram. Somebody left a comment, and I went and double checked, and they were correct. So whoever left that comment, good on you. Thank you for correcting me.
Throw up their name.
Yeah, I'll put you a little, I'll give you a comment. Here, you left this comment right here, and you were right, and I was wrong. Let's go get the test run of the 6.5 gram roller weights. Top speed, 35. Yeah, it definitely feels slower. Yeah. We're gonna see if we can change that and see what happens when we add the heavier weights into the Variator. To get to your Variator, like in the last video I showed you guys, you just gotta get the cover off. So these are all 8mm bolts, and then when you get inside, it's a 17mm to the Variator, and you should be able to take it off super easy. Covers off. Now here's your 17mm that you gotta take off of the Variator to get it off. The outer piece of your Variator just pulls right off. There's a couple things on there you don't want to get mixed up. Washer, plastic plate, this little guy. You just take those off, make sure you keep them in order. You know how to put it back together. Take your belt down, and then your Variator's right here. It's super easy to take off, but you're going to want to keep your fingers on the back because the plate will separate and then you'll lose all your weights. Right now, this thing is 1,000,000 degrees, so I'm going to do this as fast as I can. Ow. It's nice and warm. Take that off. Don't lose those plastic pieces on there. You want those. Now that we have the Variator out, you can take a good look at it, clean it off. It's probably got a bunch of dust on it from like the belt. It's good to clean it off. So we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of sliders versus rollers. From what I can tell and reading up on these, you know, doing a little bit of research, there's not really any downside to sliders. Some people say it messes up their Variator, probably just because they don't put it in correctly. So what a slider is gonna do for you is allow your Variator to open up more and contract more. So it gives you just a little bit more performance in theory, more speed, better acceleration. The main difference you're gonna find is with the weight, not necessarily the style between a roller and a slider. Really up to you. If you want sliders just to say you have them, I think that might be the main thing that I've noticed so far. Cons with the roller is gonna be a little bit different. So these actually can get flat spots and cause issues. It won't actually perform the way that it's meant to perform when it has flat spots. I didn't notice a whole big difference. Granted, there's a lot more things I could be doing to the scooter. The rear clutch springs I can do, that would probably help quite a bit, or a big bore kit would definitely allow me to notice an improvement. Just more power to play with, I think, would allow the scooter to show the actual performance aspect of a slider versus a roller. I would suggest getting what you're comfortable with. If you don't want to make the jump into getting these, then don't. Just get some rollers. If not, sliders are cool. You can say you have them, and then people will go, ooh, ah, you have sliders. Putting them in, super simple. These ones, the logo is on them, on a face. So you're going to want to put the face up, and then the tall pointy bit towards the center. Throw them in all the way around just like that, you'd be good to go. And then you just install your Variator in reverse order.
You're the best.
I know. We got it all put back together. Let's take it for a test drive and see what kind of speed changes we get. We don't know if it's gonna be faster or slower. It'll be surprising either way, really. So these might actually be a little bit too heavy, now that I think about it, you know what I mean?
Have we ran this aggressive of a
slider weight?
Yeah, have we? not this aggressive.
So far we've had the stock 7-gram weights, 6.5-gram rollers, 5-gram sliders, and now we're testing out 9-gram sliders. So these could be too far in the other direction.
I got enough CC to get me where I need to go. That was a scooter flex.
Flexing on us with the 150 Flying Tiger. If you guys haven't seen any of that stuff, you should go check out the Flying Tiger video. We did change the slider weight or the roller weights in this thing, and it is a machine now.
It's pretty much perfect.
That's a fun unit there.
So yeah, go watch that video. It'll be somewhere up here. There'll be a banner somewhere around here. Click on that. Check it out. Those weights work.
What the f was that? It's a good sign, isn't it? It was riding and all of a sudden it was like I'll take it off.
Oh, I suppose you haven't been able to get in there to check what the damage.
This keeps coming loose.
That's all that happened?
Problem, yeah.
So why'd that come loose, Paul?
I don't know, I tightened it down twice.
With what?
The impact.
Which impact?
This impact.
Oh.
Now I gotta take it back out. The starter gear didn't come out, it was just the nut, which, fine, whatever. Should have been tighter. My bad. These weights are too much for this application. It works, but it only goes 31 miles an hour, so these are too heavy. What did we learn? We need like a 7-gram weight in this thing.
Could you rock those in a 150?
You could probably make those work in the 150, but you would lose a lot of top speed, I think, in the 150.
So you'd maybe be able to full wheelie with it?
Maybe. That might work in that thing, yeah. You probably notice
give it a shot, maybe?
quite a bit of a difference. If you want to try it, we can. It didn't like spinning this. This is just too much mass for this little engine to turn. Now I'm all sweaty because I had to push this thing back. Now we're going to try one more thing before the end of this video to see what happens. So normally you put in 2 different size weights to get it like really fine-tuned. So my thought here is, since I have these 9 grams and then I also have the 5 grams still, I'm going to toss 3 of each of those in and then see what happens with that. And maybe the scooter will actually perform a little better and enjoy that in-between weight. So I'm going to toss these back in, and then we're going to head out for a 3rd test run and see what happens.
So how was that?
Pretty good, actually. It feels a lot like the roller weights. Another thing, as you guys noticed in the video, that the beginning runs with the other weights that were incorrect, or there wasn't a lot of top speed there and it was running a little weird, but that was the carburetor having an issue. I'm still willing to bet that the top speed was definitely affected by the weight of these things more than the carburetor issue. I mean, it was running like crap, but I did get it to run right. I got it up to about 39 miles an hour, which was as close as I've gotten with different weights other than the rollers. So that's the highest top speed I've gotten with the slider weights so far. But I do believe when I do next video, we'll probably add the clutch springs, the rear clutch springs. And I think that'll probably bring us where we want to go. I think something we could be doing is taking the appropriate steps to make the whole thing work together in unison the best that we can. So like the slider weights with springs and the clutch, that's probably a smart thing to do. Just got back from riding it again after I adjusted the carb a little bit. I was having an issue at top end, full throttle. It really didn't like it. You had to feather it a lot and it was kind of like blah, 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 blah. I figured it out and now it runs pretty good. I do have to feather it a little bit at the top, but I hit 39 miles an hour. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to see more scooter content, leave a comment below what you want to see us do. Also, if you didn't see the previous video where we tested the other weights, that's going to be right here. And then our most famous scooter video is also going to be right here too. So go ahead and watch those two. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Goodbye. Don't do anything stupid over there.